Hi everyone. Right, all I'm going to do now is just show some of the newbies, well everybody, but the newbies mainly, about inking. Now I've got this one which is Wild Honey. It is Tim Holtz Distress Inks, but you can use any. Also I've got the Tim Holtz Distress Ink, which is the Broken China. I may use another colour, I may not. I do have a piece of card. This was sent to me by somebody who'd embossed it for me. And if you don't know anything about embossing, pop into YouTube embossing or how to emboss paper card, and it will come up and show you how to do it. They are little plastic folders, and you slot that in between the folder, and then you pop that into a machine called a Big Shot or something similar, wind the handle, and it embosses the pattern onto the paper. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to take the Wild Honey and just start and rub some of the ink that I've got, and it brings up the pattern. It is good because you can do any pattern. You know, you can do any folder, use any folder on that. I've really only got a small pad on here, and I should have a full size one, but never mind, it doesn't matter. You can just do what we've got. I hope you can see this. Yeah, I think you can. And I'm just doing random places, and nowhere in particular. I like to just mix and match mine. Right, so that's that one. And then what I'm going to do is go in with the Broken China, a nice blue, and just blend that one in. I might have to do, I think I'll do a third colour as well. Like that. Yeah, I'm going to do a third colour. And it's just, you do a circular motion. You just see how much of this you can. Yeah, you can see that. That's fine. And then I'm going to put like a pink to that. The one I have is the spun sugar. So I'm just going to get myself a new pad. Blender, shall I say. It's what they call a blender, for those that don't know. And let's just put a little bit of pink in here. Like that. Just rub that in. Had a fab day today in school. We had like an attendance thing, and those children that have been 100% attenders names got put into a bag, and then 12 names were pulled out, and those 12 were treated to an hour's bowling, and I happened to be chosen to go with them as well. It was fabulous. And it went throughout the school. Every class was involved in it, so that was brilliant because we had 1, 2 or 3 children from each class. It was fantastic, and they really did love it. So they had a fab day today, and I enjoyed it with them. So now we've got that. And then what I'm going to do, hopefully if this works, because it doesn't always work, can't always pull this off. I'm going to go over it with the black soot. When I can find where I put the black soot, here we are. Now don't press, you've no need to press, just lightly go over it and you'll see. Look, isn't that fabulous? Just lightly go over that and you end up with something like that. Now that is gorgeous, but we want to do a little bit more to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the gold Rub and Buff. Now, people are asking me about the gold Rub and Buff. You can find this if you type in Inka Gold on eBay, and it will come up. And what we're going to do is just rub a little bit of the gold over the raised pattern. Yeah. Now, really, what I should have done was done this first, because I'm going to go back over it with the soot. I just wanted a little bit of colour, a little bit of gold shine to the pattern. like that. So as you can now see the gold on it. It's here, there and everywhere. And just take hold of the black soot and go back over it. Like that. Just gently rub. And you can actually see the gold through the black. Now, let me find where I put this. That has given you a nice texture and a nice pattern that you can use on a card or whatever, anything. So let's try it with this one. I'm going to use the pink again. In fact, what I might do is take the pad and rub. It's got a little bit of the blacky, but don't worry about that. Okay, so I've got that. And then what we're going to do is I'm just going to get some spray. Maybe the gold one will work. Maybe not. Don't know. There we go. We'll just find out if it will. Yeah. So this is the gold one. Okay, now all we do then is we dry that. Hope you can see this. I don't want to dry it too much. I'm going to take the pink again, go over that, see how it stands out. And it's just really about mixing and matching. Now on top of that I can then spread the gold if I want to, or I can take, let me see. Now I'll do the wild honey, I think. We'll do the wild honey. And I'm just going to rub some of the wild honey over that to enhance that a little bit more. Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. Yeah. I like that. Now, I'm just going to show you. I need... This is like the... How can you put it? I'm going to make the angel. I'm going to show you how to do the angel. I keep getting asked how to do this and that. And I thought, well, you know, let's show you. We can make... got some wings here that we can play about with. And see what we can come up with. What you're going to need, some pliers, some pincers, some round nose pliers, some beads. I've got some teardrop beads. I've got some spacers. I've got some bead caps all fancy and things like that. So what I'm going to try and do now, I want those for something else, those three. I think we'll make the little wrong way. The little fairy, because it's nice when you can, you know, make your own instead of buying these, because these can be expensive. I'm taking one of these pins. It's a flat head pin, doesn't matter if it bends. Taking a tiny little spacer. I'm going to add the pink bead on, and on top of that I'm going to add a little silver cap, what we call a filigree bead cap, like that. To that I am then going to add some wings, and you just pop the wings on like that. And then to that, now this might be a little bit big, just try a smaller one. No, that's fine. And then on top of that again I'm going to use another spacer like that. In fact, I'm going to take the bead off and put another bead on, spacer bead, then put the bead back on itself, and then add another spacer on top of that. And there you are, you've got that little fairy. And to that, all I do then is leave about 1/2 inch, so about the width of your thumb and finger. Snip that bit off, take the round nose pliers on the end and wind it down to make a loop. Like that. And there you go, you've got like a little fairy. But you know, you can do these any colour. It's completely up to you, completely. So I'm going to take another bead, a spacer bead. We'll do a blue one this time. No, we'll do a grey one because I've got a project in mind. Pop your bead on. And then I'm going to put this bead cap on. To that I'm going to add another wing. We'll do a different wing this time, I think. Like that. Now, shall we do it that way or turn it over? Then we'll turn it over. Another spacer. Another bead. Another spacer. And there you go, you've got another fairy, or whatever you want to call them. Again, finger and thumb just there. Chop that off. That will leave you enough space to turn over. Take your pliers and just wind that round. Pull it in together if it's not. Like that. And there you go. So we've got those, and they look really, really nice. So that's those. I'm going to leave those there. Now I'm just going to put them to one side because I'm going to finish making them later. What I wanted to show you next are these. These are some large bead caps, very nice bead caps. So I'm just going to get, oh, where's my jar? There's my jar. So I'm just going to find some beads to play with, basically. Now I've got a silver one, a large one, and then a smaller silver one. So let's have a go. Let's just see. We need another one of the long pins. Always try and use a long pin because that way you've got room to play with and you can take off what you don't need. So just straighten them out a little bit. They don't need to be. So what I'm going to do is put a spacer bar on. Spacer bead, pop on the large bead cap, pop on, look, isn't that pretty? Then I'm going to pop on the top of the bead cap, another spacer, like that, and then to that I am going to actually add some wings. Yeah. Now, I've got a small silver bead, and to that I'm going to add a filigree one, and then push that filigree one down onto the head, like that. And then all you do, finger and thumb, cut, use the round nose pliers, and we'll take that down as far as it will go, making sure you clip that in so it's tight. And there you go, you've got that one. And I just think they look fab. So we've got that, that and that. So I'm just going to do another one because I do like the bigger one. This time I'm going to do one with a nice fancy bead. So I'm going to take the pin, put on the spacer, take the bead cap, like that, the bead cap on top of that, And I'm not sure. Not sure if I want to do this. It might not look right. No, it doesn't. So what I'm going to use is... Oh, do I like that? I do actually, but wrong way around. I'm going to use a smaller one. Pop that on. Pop the bead on like that. And just for decoration, I'm going to pop that on. And this is not another fairy, but this is another, like a charm. But you're making your own charms. And you know, you've seen the price of them. It's cheaper to buy a mixed bag of beads from me, and be able to sit and play and make your own charms and your own fancy things. Isn't that stunning? Look at that. And it's just a few beads mixed and matched. And I just think that's fab. That's a great charm to hang off anything. So let's do another one while we can. I have this whole tub of beads. Now, I've got one here that I want to snip. Yeah, I'm going to use that one, I think. And then I'm going to... Let me see. There's a nice bead. So let's do another one. Okay, so first of all I'm going to put one of these type of bead caps on this time. Like that. I'm also going to put that bead on. We're going to need a bigger one, sorry. Sorry. Put the bigger one on first. Pop the bead on next. Add the next bead. So we've got that. And that's great. It's got like gold leaf on it. I'm going to take a pink spacer. Take the pink bead. And then add, I think we'll add one of these. Yeah, again I like that. Let's just do finger and thumb space. Cut. And then wrap that round the pliers. Let's just make sure that's straight. And the thing is, if it's loose, you haven't tightened it enough. Okay. No, that's fine, I think. And there you go. You've got another one. Like that. And you can make them as pretty or as unusual as you want. And they're a great way to add charms to projects. Or angels. Whichever you want to do. Right, I've got some of these. They're called Tim Holtz fragments. Now, you can use these rather like dewdrops, so I'm just going to get the pictures to show you. I mean, you don't have to buy these. I do find them expensive, but I have to say Tim does actually put quite a few in. So, here's a picture. This is what I want. I want that. So, all I'm going to do is to take hold of the glossy accents. Of course it had to be blocked because I'm filming. Oh, ooh. Oh look, I broke my cotton now, silly old. Oh, pliers, come on. Ugh. Okay. Take the glossy accents and just wipe it on. Wipe it on, you know what I mean. You don't need a lot at all. Find where you want that on your picture. I'm going to move mine down like that. And press firm. press firm like that. That's going to be great. Okay, just keep pressing down, and look, it just looks like I've got some gold stuff on that. Like it's set in glass, and it's not. As you know, you've just seen what I've done with it. Right, I'm just going to get my little cutting scissors for tiny jobs. If you can, always make sure you've got some scissors like this. Okay. And then all you do is trim around like that. And then for putting the hole back in, just do that. And there you are. You've got yourself a nice picture to hang as a charm. And I'm going to mix and match some of my charms because, well, really what I've got is I've got some more parcels to do. So that will find its way into one. Now, I could have edged the picture. I could have cut it out first and edged it and that, but I didn't. But I like that. And then you can still always, you know, there's nothing stopping you from still giving that a little bit more decoration. Let me just find mine. Here they are. I have some really, really tiny. Let's get a brighter colour, I think. No, they're the colours that's in they're the colours in the flowers. They are so tiny, are these. So I'm going to need my pick-me-up tool. Of course, this is sellotaped up. Well, it would be, wouldn't it? Oh, come on. There we are. Let's see if we can put a couple of these little tiny. They are so tiny. But you get these on eBay. And you'll need to type in 2mm flatback pearl. Okay, so we've got some here. And what I'm going to do, I'll move these bits out of the way, is I'm just going to put a little bit of glossy accents around those flowers. Like that. And then I'm just going to pick, I will do if I can get hold of them, pick these up. And pop them on. Like that. Just for decoration, basically. Like that. Now you don't have to use one of these tools if you don't have one, of course. You can use anything. Okay? But I just thought I'd use that. And there you go. You've got a nice decoration. Let me just see if I can seal this bag up again. Oh, I can't wait for Chris to come back. I've missed her so much. Where are you, Chris? Right, what I've got here is this one. Again, I only want the picture. So I'm just going to, again, put some of the glossy accents on. Drop that onto the picture. Squeeze really tight. You do have to press really hard to let that glue separate over the surface. So let's just have a look at this. Like that, and we can just use this to poke the hole in, I think. Put the hole back in, and there you go. That's another one. Easy, look good, and will go on anything. So I hope that's helped you. Have fun, and try it. Thanks for watching. Speak to you soon. Take care. Bye bye for now.